Mr. Greenwood here with Core Plus and another measurement tool that we need to explore called the speed square. It's also known as the rafter square, and we see it used primarily around carpentry work, framing up houses, and it's a really quick tool to make us fast and efficient with our job. So the rafter square, and here's the components we're going to look at for that. So here we have a lip. This is a big edge right here that we can hook onto our material. If we want to do a line that is not 45 degrees, we can go ahead and use this protractor pivot point right here, and then we can line up the other edge with these angles that are stamped here on the bottom. More advanced, if you're in a construction class, you're going to use these hip and valley angles, basically your rise run of your roof, and that'll help you mark your rafters accordingly for framing up your trusses. And then this is a quick window reference. If I ever want to measure a certain distance off of this edge, which doesn't have the lip, and I can go ahead and put my pencil or my pen marking in one of these little grooves, and then I can move the mechanism down to go ahead and make a mark, and I'll make sure to show you that method. All right, so the basic way to use this device is to go ahead and just hook that lip. So this lip that we have on both sides, I can just use it like so. I can take my pencil, go ahead and measure just like so. Now, if I want to measure where my studs are going, and I know my stud is going right there, and I have it right there on the edge, I can now use this little window to go ahead and measure a certain distance off of this edge. So if I want to go see where my double stud is going to be, my jack stud, king studs, I can, if I know the width of my 2x4 and how many I need to stack on top of each other, I can see that this is 1 inch off of this edge, 2 inches, etc. And then I can go ahead and make my mark, and then I know there's my stud, 1.5 inches wide, and then maybe I have my second one right there. So that's a quick way to use it. To show the pivot point, I now have this edge here, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to pivot, and the edge that crosses here is the same as what's attached to the pivot. So this edge all the way across is going to tell me my angle. So I'll rotate the view. So if I want to do a 45, I can go ahead and do a 45 like so and draw my line, or I can do 25 degrees and do some different angles there. Again, this is for your hip and valleys of your rafters. Go ahead and use those as you'd like if you're in a construction class.